there, church. Back with another update video. It's good to see you, even though you can't see me. I want to take a few minutes this week to talk about church, where we're at, and why we're doing what we're doing. I've heard from some people that just are wondering, how come we're doing these women's nights and men's nights and listening to God nights and all these other things, but we're still not doing weekend services? I wanted to say, first of all, we're not making decisions based on fear. We're making decisions based on, number one, what's the best way to do ministry and still honor what we've been asked by the government? And two, what is the best way to do fruitful ministry right now? We could have 15% of people in this church coming in and watching the live stream. But as we sat and thought about what we could do and what would be the best thing to do, we realized that's probably not the best use of this space right now. And so I know you see us every weekend standing with this nice backdrop from only a certain point of view, and you probably think that the sanctuary looks all the same as it did the last time you were in it, when we had church. But I want to show you what our sanctuary currently looks like so you can get a glimpse of that. So Kyle, go ahead and spin the camera. We should have some music playing while you're doing that. As you can tell, we're not quite set up right now for church the way that you would have expected. Part of that is because we want to use this building as effectively as we can. And so that section of chairs that you saw right there, and I'm actually going to come down and move over here now. This section of chairs is 8 chairs that are socially distanced. And the reason they're socially distanced is so we can have the women's night, the men's night, where people can challenge each other in their faith and grow in their faith and learn in a way that fits the restrictions that we're under and also is really effective. Obviously, if we could only fit 8 people in this whole section, we're not going to get many people here for the weekend service. And our men's night and our women's night and our listening prayer night, we're trusting that great community and great growth is happening at those. Now, I'm sure over there you saw a lot of chairs that were out, and you're thinking, well, we can put a bunch of people there. But the reality is we have half the sanctuary set up with chairs, and that only allows for 20 people. Because with social distancing and only allowed to use every other row, we had to put that many chairs out to fit only 20 people. And so I just want to help explain to you how we got to some of the decisions that we've reached. We understand people are missing church, and we're missing it too. It is not the same preaching to a camera as it is talking to people who I love as part of my church. I know some of you are missing singing, and I understand that. You're missing the way we used to do church. I completely get that. I do believe the light is at the end of the tunnel on this, and we are getting closer to the end than we are at the beginning. I'd ask you to hang with us. If you're missing community, I encourage you, try some of these other forums that we have right now for you to connect and to grow in your faith. Because I believe that they are as effective or more effective than what you might have experienced on a weekend service, and they allow us to do it in a way that honors God by following the restrictions that we've been asked to follow. And so please think about women's night, men's night, the listening prayer night, book club. These are all opportunities that we're giving regularly, although they're different, and I recognize they're different, for you to grow, for you to be shaped and challenged, and you to build relationship that we all need, not just in this season, but in all the seasons of our life. Thanks for tuning in this week. We'll see you again next week.